I mean, I wouldn't want to be free diving out there in the open ocean like that. It seems like there's a lot of predators out there that you might not know about. What's coming out of its tail?
That's really cool.
What?
As a defense mechanism, he'll release some like sort of like
stink bombs.
Water snake.
We got Godzilla's head.
Oh my god. A hammerhead, like
hammerhead eel.
Looks like some sort of like dinosaur or something.
My name is Che Frausto. I'm a wildlife biologist and business owner of Advanced Wildlife Education. I came out to Maui, Hawaii 8 years ago to work with the seabirds here, and then I started my own business. I realized that people want to help, but you can't protect what you don't know exists, so I created my own line of educational coloring books, just because Hawaii, unfortunately, is the extinction capital of the world. So I felt like I could be more of a bridge between the community and conservation nonprofits by doing this, studying advanced wildlife education.
And then I'm Robbyn. I've been a vet technician for about 9 years. I've worked at rescues, to general practices, to specialty and emergency hospitals. And that kind of leads me to pursue my degree in like biology, ecology, and zoology. We might be going to like the deep water in the ocean because there's a lot of like, more alien looking like fishes out there. So yeah. It's like some sort of device.
Yeah, it's like propels you through the water. Yeah,
very deep in the ocean.
Yeah, so you just go through the crevices. All right, you got Kelp Forest. Wow, that's terrifying.
Dinosaur looking.
Yeah, like a crocodile. Okay, I think it's like closest like a crocodile. Yeah, it definitely looks like a Kelp Forest. There's a lot of life that hangs out in Kelp Forest. You have a lot of smaller fish kind of feed off the surrounding areas, which brings the bigger fish, obviously. So there's a lot of life around the Kelp Forest.
Especially in the West Coast, like in Northern California, they're actually hoping with the project actually to help bring back a lot of the Kelp forests, because right now it's actually like declining. So they're actually growing their own seaweed and planting them. And
like super healthy for carbon dioxide sinks, so it helps get the carbon dioxide out. So yeah, they're super healthy.
It looks like he's like more kind of like, he's not that deep in the ocean. It's like more like in the surface.
Yeah, it's just like giant crevices going through the Kelp Forest.
Oh, this looks really fun.
He's just out there by himself. Oh wow, he's got like a 5-star hotel underwater. It's like red seagrasses.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's not a lot of more fishes down there.
Right?
Or like,
yeah, it seems like a protective area that the smaller fish would want to live. They're protected from predators.
Oh, so there's
bioluminescence.
You can definitely see that in person. Yeah, even in SoCal, like recently, a couple of years ago, the ocean was glowing. It was like from like, is it from like certain, like a small like
even like jellyfish have them, so then they're like,
yeah, it's like certain
deep water. I mean, it could be something maybe like the clownfish and anemones symbiotic relationship. So sea anemones, they give protection for the clownfish. They have some kind of mucus on there that protects it from being stung. So it's able to protect the clownfish, while the clownfish helps protect the anemone from like sea turtles and things that would try to eat it, as well as getting food and nutrition from its droppings. So it's a symbiotic relationship. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, benefit.
Yeah.
They both benefit each other.
So maybe somehow this eel is benefiting the bright glowing mushrooms underwater. There's a symbiotic relationship between the two species. So you have the eels maybe protecting the glowing mushrooms and then somehow their droppings and are fertilizing the mushrooms. So they have a symbiotic relationship where they're both kind of
benefiting each other.
Yeah, they're working together. Oh, okay. Is that an animal, or is that like some kind of like native person's like spaceship?
It's definitely common to have like plants or even like other fishes living really closely to other species. Yeah, like we mentioned earlier, the whole symbolic relationship.
And it might be parasitic too, just living on top of this creature. He's in a spaceship or a submarine now. Wait, how did he even get in that? Where did that come from? So you just go around exploring. That's really cool. Just like checking out this alien world. Right. I think there's like a lot of eels or some kind of like creatures.
I'm just waiting for something to pop up.
Yeah.
He's probably scaring all the fish away with that whatever that submarine thing. Oh, nice.
Okay.
Physical feature.
Yeah.
So he kind of like scanned the area.
Yeah. It's pretty high tech.
It's going deeper and deeper.
Right, what are he's looking for?
It's kind of like exploring.
Yeah. Just checking things out. It's a temperature.
Oh,
he's
cool.
checking the temperature of these
plants.
These plants, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. So probably more like a mushroom, like in the dark. They're not predatory or like might be feeding off of nutrition of like decaying animals.
Yeah, they have to get energy somehow.
Yeah, they probably feed off all the animals that die and then sink to the bottom of the ocean. So that's how they're able to provide, not off of sunlight.
They absorb their energy a little differently then, right?
Yeah, so I feel like they might be similar to like mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, a lot of animals use like electromagnetic field to like, find their food and
like hammerhead sharks.
Yeah.
They use
yeah, especially like in the ocean to communicate. Species probably have to,
dolphins.
use different ways to communicate and like relay information pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, they have a big problem with like ships, like sonar from ships beaching animals and like marine mammals or whales. So that's a big problem with that. So maybe if you use some sonar, maybe you can defeat this giant predator or throw it off at least.
And then especially like in the ocean, it's like it could be really hard to see too. So really good.
It's a big note for me. It's terrifying. Okay.
That looks really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to be free diving out there in the open ocean like that. There's a lot of predators, like the one you just saw. Like I don't even know what happened to that one, but now he just jumped out of his submarine and is just swimming around. Seems like there's a lot of predators out there that you might not know about. Would not want to be there. Yeah, no, now he's back in there, so that seems safer.
What's that up there? Is that a mammal? Or an alien mammal? It looks kind of like a...
What's coming out of its tail?
That's really cool.
What?
Oh, he kind of like...
It's like a stink bomb.
As a defense mechanism, he'll release some like sort of like...
stink bombs.
He's like, hey, don't get next to me. So I think he's trying to get out now.
Wow, how's that suit withstand that much pressure? He's like down so deep.
That's probably similar to like a jellyfish. Is this how you would picture the deep sea ocean looking like? If you had like some sort of like light source where you can see?
I feel like there wouldn't be these many light sources down there. It'd be just pitch black. Yeah, he's down so deep. Yeah.
Don't they say that we know more about about space. Than we do about our oceans?
Mm-hmm. Underwater spider. What is that? Like a squid or an octopus.
Yeah. In the ocean, there's so many different creatures that look outrageous, crazy looking. Okay, what is that? Like 3 eye sockets or something? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just like a spine. And
what? No, that's a huge head
with a small head.
It's just a solid body. Look at all his teeth.
Yeah. He has one tooth missing.
Oh, that's the one that uses sonar, maybe.
Okay, let's just go through this little hole.
Right.
Go into the spine.
Person's super brave, just like swimming through giant skulls and deep water by himself. I feel like you probably want a buddy if you're out there at least, or stay in the vehicle. Mm-hmm. So manta rays are the smartest fish.
Well, I mean, they're definitely like the largest rays in the ocean.
Some manta rays, they're about like a 30-foot wingspan. Yeah, manta rays are huge, massive filter feeders, so they have about 30-foot wingspan.
Water snake.
You got Godzilla's head.
Oh my god.
Eel's coming after you.
A hammerhead,
hammerhead eel.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of like dinosaur or something.
I haven't ever seen an underwater flare before, have you?
Definitely not. But I've seen. I mean, there's like.
There's got to be something. He's gonna use the fire underwater to.
Oh my god. There he comes.
So he uses his sword.
That's probably his home, and he's like trying to
defend it. Yeah.
Too close to his.
He's just trying to like forge at the same time, fight off the hammerhead eel. He's got his flashlight out. It's some kind of giant sea slug.
Realistically, I don't think any species can live that close to like lava or like anything that close to like that much heat.
I really liked it a lot. I mean, it seemed fun. It seemed cool. First half seemed more like realistic.
Yeah, like especially in our deep oceans and stuff, there can be like like weird looking species that we actually don't know of, and even the ones that we do know of are they're wild. Really they do look like aliens, and so yeah.
I mean, I'm just super excited just to be more pristine than like what we're seeing now on Earth. So really excited to see a world untouched by humans. Way more fish and wildlife, and everything's just like really healthy.
There's just definitely so much for us to explore and learn too.
Yeah.
So.